Hey everyone, this is my interview with YouTuber Andy King, also known as Mud Consumer on TikTok. This interview was filmed back in May, so the Fortnite gameplay, yes, we play Fortnite during it, looks different. Also, Andy's Fortnite audio is turned way up at the beginning, but that goes away about 4 minutes in. Either way, I hope you enjoy and subscribe to me and Andy. Here it is. So my first question I've asked in like my past two interviews, because it's kind of, but this one it really works for. If you could have any character or person from any form of media in Fortnite, who would you choose and why?
Probably SpongeBob. Someone did this like concept art for it, and they were like, the skin could be SpongeBob, but because he's so short, it could be like him riding inside of Bubble Buddy. You know, like they do the Mech Morty one. I don't know. I think it's just a collab that's waiting to happen. I think it's inevitable, personally.
Well, Epic owns Fall Guys too, and there's been a SpongeBob collab in Fall Guys.
Yep, see, that's just 1 degree away.
Who are you and what platforms do you create on?
I am Andy King. I am Andy King on YouTube. I started making videos on TikTok under the name Mud Consumer. I played a character. It had its run, we had some fans, and then I kind of just decided that I wanted to convert to YouTube because YouTube is something that I've always wanted to do. I had a YouTube channel in high school. I really, really wanted to be a gaming YouTuber. I was a big, Markiplier fan, Game Grumps fan, I was into all that stuff. And so I wanted to have my very own channel just like it, so I did it. It was really bad and really embarrassing. And when I finished high school, I was like, okay, I'm never doing that again. And then COVID happened, and then people started posting on TikTok, so I started posting on TikTok just because I was like, I have nothing else to do. And then I posted a TikTok that worked, and I was like, oh, that's funny, let me try this again. I did that for about 2 years, realized that I wasn't making any money from doing it, and I was kind of just doing my time at a blank wall. And then I basically graduated college, started doing YouTube videos. I was like, okay, I'm gonna give myself 6 months. And if this doesn't work out, then I'm just going to say screw it and focus on life and get a real job. And it worked out.
Do you think without COVID you would have actually never touched it again, or would it have been like?
I think about that a lot. I might have touched it. I might have touched it again eventually. I don't know if I would have been as successful, but I think that honestly, COVID was kind of like a bit of a blessing in disguise, so to speak. I think it's a very good question, but I probably would not have everything I have right now if not for it.
Where'd the username Mud Consumer come from? Like, I get Andy King, it's your name, but Mud Consumer, was it kind of random?
It's my favorite question because it's got the dumbest answer. I downloaded TikTok in like fall 2019, right when it was starting to become a bigger thing. Me and my friend downloaded it, and I just had an account that just like had one of those like user 2 blah 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 whatever. Dude, I just realized how loud the Fortnite audio has probably been on this recording. Okay, well, at least I'm fixing it now. So yeah, we finally made usernames, and I originally, it literally was nothing. I was like, I'll be Mud Eater and you can be Sand Eater. And that's what we did. And originally my account was Mud Eater. Mud Consumer was the updated account after the Mud Eater account got blocked.
What was it like blowing up on TikTok, and what do you think caused it to happen?
It was a very specific type of humor that I think. Oh, I'm waiting for him to come back. I don't know. It was a very specific style of humor that I think was very popular at the time. Just like very absurd and loud and over the top, which is honestly, I'm still a pretty loud guy, but I think it just it resonated with people a lot, and there is a certain cadence to it that I think people enjoyed. And I don't know. I think I just kind of did something really out there, and it stuck with people. To this day, I really will never know what it was that made it work so well. People really liked that absurd kind of humor, but I think, it was good because I did it, and I think it had its run. But, oh, hell yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna get this guy that's rebooting. My shotgun wasn't reloaded. I'm very smart for that.
Okay, I'm coming to get you.
He's right behind it.
And now I can reboot you. Oh, fuck. He should be an easy takeout. Yeah.
Do you have a TikTok of yours that you think like is iconic, not just to you, but like to TikTok in general?
Yeah, surely. Oh fuck. I mean, I've got a couple for sure. I mean, obviously, like, there's the LeBron TikTok, which still, you know, makes its rounds even now, 4 years later, which is kind of insane. And then there's like a Chuck fuck one. That one's pretty good. But you know, there was a while where I thought that there were super iconic ones, and then the more I made, the more I realized that it all just kind of like melds together. I think the only one that's actually like probably considered iconic is the LeBron one, because that one actually has infamy. I think with TikTok, there is this whole idea that, you know, if you were TikTok famous, you were famous, and like, I don't know. Oh, hell yeah, let's fight. Personally, I feel like that couldn't be further from the truth.
And what was the recording process like on that?
I used to like get together, like me and all of my friends and roommates, we would like get together, and it was always very choreographed, especially when we started doing like the stuff in the dark that had like all the characters and everything. Like that was sometimes those took like a lot, like hours to shoot. But I always tried to do, you know, I always tried to put it through eras. I stopped doing it as like choreographed for a while, and then I was doing this whole like clip, like, you know, like clip-based thing with it, where it was like storyline stuff, and then I just kind of like ended it off by doing what it had originally been, and I think that was like kind of a good way to close it off. But I mean, there was all types of different processes of filming those things. It was consistently pretty crazy.
Did you ever feel like, you know, you had to do this? Like, definitely when you moved to YouTube, did it feel like pressure to like still be a little bit like that, or?
Yeah, there was definitely this like pressure to keep a similar, because, you know, I always thought I could do like a more toned down version of the character and do like commentary with it, which I think maybe like would have worked. I don't know. But I definitely felt this pressure to keep it as similar as possible, or even do like sketches and stuff in the character alongside, you know, the YouTube videos and stuff. But I think the more I just gave into that idea that I was talking about earlier of just like prioritizing what really mattered, you know, the more I was able to just kind of go for it and you know, stick to being myself.
I know you kind of mentioned this. Do you ever feel like you're gonna go back to Mud Consumer at all, or is that kind of just like a done era?
No, I think it had its run. I mean, who knows? Maybe one day if I think of a like really good idea for it. But
So, what was it like switching to YouTube from TikTok, and what was the goal of that? Just to make it like a job?
yeah, I mean, it was difficult, but you know, kind of like I said before, it was really just about, it was just about prioritizing what I wanted and giving myself a chance to do it. I feel like a lot of times with stuff like this, like people just like don't give themselves the time to try and succeed and fail and do all of that. And I don't know, I think that it was a really good lesson in not being so concerned about the internet. I spent so much time on TikTok posting every single day, and now I have a place that has a more dedicated audience that I know will come out to see my videos every single time. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's just been a completely different experience that's a lot more relaxed. I mean, it has its own stresses, but I think it's been good. I think it's also been good for me as well.
And the goal, was there like a big overall goal just to make it like a career, or?
Yeah, I've always wanted a career out of this. I obviously want to do larger things with it one day, whatever those things may end up being. But right now, I think it's, you know, the career and the channel is still very much in its infancy. And, you know, while it pays the bills and while I have fun doing it, I feel like that just means that there is so much more that I can do with it. And that, to me, is really exciting.
How many hours a day do you spend on making videos?
Oh, that totally depends on the video. Sometimes it takes a week. Sometimes it takes a few days. It totally depends on what I'm covering, you know, how long I want the video to be. And I don't know. And also just like how much sense everything makes structurally. I think that the hardest part is honestly putting the video out. That's truly the hardest part. I mean, you are doing obviously a ton of, you know, book work when you're preparing and writing the video, but putting videos out is really stressful, because the video, you know, YouTube always works differently, and your video could perform poorly at first and then end up being better. You know, it's a total toss up that it's just a matter of figuring out.
And then what's your favorite part of making videos?
I think just like getting to make something that people enjoy, getting to do it in a way that, you know, I have always found enjoyable. I think it's kind of like monkey see, monkey do in a way. I think it's cool that I'm able to do, you know, like I said, I was really into YouTube a lot when I was younger, and that's a lot of the time that I spent in my free time was watching videos and stuff. And I think just being able to do that for other people who have the same interests now in my life, you know, is a really cool thing to be able to do.
Have you ever not released a video because you thought it was too risky?
No, I pulled a video and then redid it. That's as far as I've really gone in that department. I really try not to do like, I do commentary, but you know, I try to keep it legit, and I try to keep it away from like the drama of, I try to keep it away from just like drama. I don't like to involve myself in drama. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't really, I don't really involve myself in anything that I think is risky. You know, I'm very conscious about what I put out online, and I am very, it's very important to me that I learn from my, what the fuck? I had that person. They had 17 health. Yeah, I don't know. I try generally to stay away from that.
So that's 21. We got like 10 left.
Yeah, I think I know what we need to do to finish this off. Yeah, I'm thinking I know what we need to do. I say we play Fortnite Festival.
I suck at Fortnite Festival.
Exactly. Everyone's favorite game. We're gonna do it.
Oh no. Let me turn off copyrighted music real fast.
Oh yeah. Oh, well, yes. Let's only do Fortnite songs. You know, the fish in the sea's the one for me. That one's the best.
Do you have a video you were very proud of? Like, what's your most proud made videos?
I don't know. I'm a big fan of the, there are certain topics that I really love. Like, I'm a huge fan of the Donald James Parker movies. Honestly, it's probably the karate video. I think that one's my favorite one.
Have you ever faced burnout, like with TikTok or just, you know, YouTube too, of course?
Mostly with TikTok, but with YouTube, the big thing I've learned is just to take your time a little bit more. I mean, there's some people who upload, you know, multiple times a week. Not how I work. You know, I write everything, pretty much everything that I do, with the exception of some videos, but most of the videos that I do are written. And when I just keep myself on a, you know, once a week or so schedule, it's nice. I'm always able to think of new ideas in the meantime, which I think is nice.
What's the best and worst part of being a content creator?
Best part, getting to do what I love. Worst part, not having like a rigid schedule.
Do you feel like you get lazy type thing?
I feel like I get lazy sometimes, and I don't have a lot of structure, but you know, that's kind of, you have to control your life in those situations, you know?
How did you come up with video ideas for TikTok, and how does that compare to now for like making video ideas?
I came up with TikTok video ideas on the spot. I would sit and I would think, I would say, what can I do? What can I possibly do today to top the last one? Because it was all insane. And I'm not even kidding. I would think of the script and the situation on the spot, and I would be like, okay, let's do this. And then I would shoot it until I got it right, until I liked it. With this, I like that I can write and edit and spend a lot more time making the videos. I like that I can make longer videos. It is more fulfilling doing what I do now than doing what I was doing before, I think.
Then our final question, which is not really a question, it's just a basic thing. Do you have any last things you want to say, and where can people find your content?
Last things I'll say is there's so much content online to consume. Whether it's content A or content B, I think it's cool that there's something out there for everyone. You should always feel free to consume the content that you want to consume. You can find me on YouTube, Andy King, but that's where you can find me. YouTube videos every week, and we have fun.
That was my interview with Andy King. Please go check out his amazing channel, and apologies for this being so late. Thank you to Andy for doing it with me, and I hope you enjoyed. Remember to subscribe to me and Andy if you haven't. Bye!